Guys, it's finally Pep's fault. The sheep base, the sheepish fan base has finally decided that it's Pep Guardiola's fault. I've only been saying it since we signed. Since we signed Gundogan. Since we signed Gundogan, I said this is not the guy you guys think it is. Oh, and now what does everyone say? He's not the guy we thought we were. Oh well, who told you? Anyone who watches fucking La Liga knew that, bruv. But you guys don't watch La Liga. You guys just waffle in it. A bunch of wafflers. But anyhow, let's talk about the game, yeah? Let's talk about the game. Now it's Pep Guardiola's fault. You know why? The fan base has universally decided that now it is Pep Guardiola's fault. Not when we lost 5 games in a row or 4 or whatever it was. Now, you know why the fan base decides on that? Because Jack fucking Grealish didn't start. Okay, and? We knew he wasn't gonna start. He's fresh back from injury. I wanted him to start. But I also want Rodri to start. And I don't think Rodri is gonna be starting anytime soon. So, you get my point here? If Pep says he's not fit to start, then he's not fit to start. What do you want to do? Throw him on and get him to join D-Slot here? You want him to join D-Slot over here in injury jail? Come on guys. Think. Was Jack Grealish a solution? Yeah, he was. But you know fucking what, yeah? The fact we've only got one solution, when we could have spent 100 million in the summer transfer window, and we decided to spend only 20 million on this flop over here, well, that says about everything you need to know in it. Gundogan, washed. I mean, I predicted that he was washed, but none of you guys wanted to listen. The entire team looked hopeless. You know what it is with this team? People don't realize how shit this team actually is. Like, player for player, how shit this team actually is. Let me talk about all these players, yeah, their individual abilities. O'Reilly, McAtee, Rico Lewis, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker, Mateus Nunes, Savio, whatever, he doesn't deserve to be called Salvinho. Aki, no, I'll spare Aki. Carson, I mean, do we care? He's like third goalkeeper. He's never gonna play. All of these players are not good enough. They're not good enough, bro. Heck, this guy ain't even good enough to hold bench. He's that fucking shit right now. Oh, be grateful. He's your treble captain. Well, I'll be grateful when he's fucking gone. Yeah? Should have had a statue. He should have had a statue after we won the treble. Make him a statue where he holds up the fucking Champions League. But he's fucking shit. Get him out of the club, bro. I don't want Colin Bell to be playing right now. I don't want to bring him out of the morgue and put him on the fucking pitch. Was he great? Yeah, but he's fucking washed too. Like, come on, guys. We gonna roll out with Francis Lee here. Is Francis Lee even still alive? Like, come on, think. Think, bro. Just because a player did a lot for you in the past doesn't mean they're good now. It's like Jamie Carragher says. Leave the football before the football leaves you. Well, he didn't. He didn't. Now I'm gonna hear a lot of this already. I can hear it. We didn't expect him to play so much. Yeah, because Pep Guardiola was praying, on his knees, praying that Rodri would not get injured. And he did. Which I predicted, by the way. I predicted Rodri would get injured. He needs to get that backup defensive midfielder, because Rodri played too many games. And players always get injured when they play that many games. So, let's talk about the game. Savio is nothing like what he was at Girona. I'm sorry, this is a manager issue. When a player like Savio arrives at your club and he becomes absolute dog shit, that is a manager issue. It is a manager issue. He doesn't know how to use wingers. Don't saying the greatest manager of all time doesn't know how to use wingers. Yeah. He's not the greatest, by the way. Alex Ferguson is, but yeah, he doesn't know how to use wingers. I'm sorry if that offends you, but all the wingers under him, Grealish, Doku, all of them were either decent or good at their old clubs, or blatantly great. Savio, at times. He's always been inconsistent, but he had his great games and his mediocre games, sure. But that's normal for young players. Consistency comes with age, right? All three of these wingers were really good at their old clubs. Now that's shit. Why is that? Oh guys, because Pep Guardiola doesn't know how to use wingers. And if you think, and if that offends you, yeah, and you think Pep Guardiola knows better than you and knows better than everyone, clearly he doesn't. Because right now Arne Slot is leading the title race, and we're 10 points behind, 11 points, something like that. Who gives a fuck anymore? Now far away behind. Nunez. I mean, what did he do? Oh, he gave the assist to Haaland. You mean he crossed in a ball, and Haaland went 20 feet up in the air and scored a header? This is the thing here with Haaland. He gets to so many poor crosses, and people criticize Haaland for it, right? Oh, he got a chance here, should have scored it. Bro, the crosses we put into him are dog shit. The fact that Haaland gets to them is impressive in itself. Forget scoring. Nobody except prime Ronaldo or Erling Haaland now scores that fucking header. That ball was way too high up in the air. That was a poor cross. Haaland scored it because Haaland is brilliant, not because the cross was good, bro. Like, come on, how many times do we see the exact same cross by Man City and Haaland puts the ball up in the air? You know why? Because the ball is too high for him. It's not because he's tall that he can jump up to this fucking sky. This was a poor cross and a brilliant finish by Erling Haaland. Can't take anything away from Haaland for that finish. Assist means jack fuck all. I'm sorry. If we had Harry Kane there, Harry Kane does not score that header. I've watched Kane at the Bundesliga this season. He doesn't go high enough to get that ball. He doesn't score the header. Walker. I mean... whatever. Let's not talk about Walker. I'll get pissed off. Silva. So Bernardo Silva is not really good in midfield. Like, I wanted Bernardo Silva out in the summer, and I wanted to get in Olise. Olise obviously no longer an option, but the point is, I think Olise would have come to Man City if we gave him the offer. But the point is, right, Bernardo Silva is not at the level anymore. He hasn't been for a while. So we used to play Bernardo Silva out on the wing, and then when we needed him in midfield, we'd play him in midfield, and that is what Bernardo Silva did. He was our versatile player, right? Same as Olise at Bayern München. Olise, you can play him on the wing, in midfield, striker, you can do anything. Well, false 9, same difference. You can do anything with him. That's why I wanted Olise, because he's the younger Bernardo Silva. And then Oscar Bob would be an out-and-out right winger. And Olise could go into midfield, all of that. Perfect deal. O'Reilly, McAtee, well, they didn't play. So, can't talk about them really. Gundogan and Rico Lewis. Gundogan, you're not the same guy. Like, that's all I can say. He did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Rico Lewis. So, I guess the idea was we would have a back forward here when Rico Lewis inverts and then gets back into shape. He is not a defender, bro. And people are trying to blame the ref or something for his red card or double yellow. That is 100% his fault, bro. During my watch along, when he took his first yellow, I was absolutely fuming. Because Rico Lewis, the dumb fuck that he is, he's one of ours. No, you're not a millionaire, he's not one of yours. He doesn't give a fuck about Manchester, unlike what you think. None of these professional players do. They give a fuck about their contract. Sorry to burst the bubble about this fantasy. Like, I'm sorry. I've actually lived it, like, with a cycling club. I know what these people are like, what these athletes are like. My fucking brother grew up in the club that he ended up racing for. The moment he got a better contract from somewhere else, he took it. And nobody blamed him. Everyone was saying, yeah, take the fucking contract. These people don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. You think these people grew up here, so they love the club? Bro, they're players, not fans. This is a business to them. Stop this delusion. He's not one of yours. He's not one of yours. And when he's shit, he's shit. Let's talk about the first goal, by the way. First goal. Kyle Walker plays him on side, right? Well, it doesn't matter. How does it not matter? Because if Kyle Walker, like, look at the run from Munoz. Munoz looks up, sees Kyle Walker, decides to make his run early. It receives the ball, goes down and scores. We know the story. If Kyle Walker was on his line, like, I believe the line was something like this, where it's Lewis. I believe it looked something like this, just going straight from memory. And Walker was like over here, right? The ball was here, and Munoz was like over here somewhere. Like, so, this is the line. This is the line, right? Something like that. Close enough. You get the point, you get the point. But this is the line. Okay, beautiful. If Kyle Walker was on his line, let's say it's Rico Lewis here, the ball would have still gone to Munoz, because guess what? You can still pass straight through here, and Rico Lewis was more over here, and he wasn't tracking Munoz's run. Munoz was running in behind him, but Rico Lewis wasn't tracking it. The ball still goes through, Munoz gets onto it, scores. Same difference, if Walker plays him on side or not. Munoz doesn't make his early run if Walker doesn't play him on side. If Walker does play him on side, he scores anyhow. Rico Lewis was not tracking his run. Bad by Kyle Walker? Yes. Bad by Rico Lewis? Yes. Two things can be true at once. Track your runners. But he's not a defender, bro. He's not a defender. He does not know what he's doing, bro. He actually doesn't know what he's doing. I'm so bored, tired of the bullshit, and the excuses, the blaming game, shifting the blame anywhere where possible. This time it's your fault, this time it's your fault, you're the scapegoat now you're the scapegoat. The fact of the matter is, with a centre back, a full back, a defensive midfielder, a proper winger, but we have proper wingers, Pep just doesn't know how to use them. So scrap that. With a full back, a centre back, a defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder, and a striker short. 5 players of actually being good. Player for player, Man City is not half the team you guys think it is. Literally, you know how many world-class players Man City currently, or well, not world-class, because let's be honest, most of these modern players, it's a bit of a stretch to call them world-class, but you know how many actually properly good players Man City has right now? Let's try to make a starting 11 for Man City, with only players of Man City's level. And there we go, that's it. That's it, guys. Oh wait, let's include the injured players. There you go. There you go, that's it. That's it, guys. That's it. So, players who are actually worth playing for Man City, we don't even get a full starting 11. Let's say on the bench. Let's forget about the bench. We don't even get a starting 11. And oh right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are injured. Or well, he's half injured. Injured under the semicolon, right? Kovacic, shall we include him? Maybe. In fact, yeah, let's include Kovacic. There you go. Voila, we've got our starting 11, barely. Foden has been dog shit this season. Stones, meh. This team, generally, people, tell me down below what you think about the game. This team is not as good as people think, bro. Actually, not as good as people think. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps the channel out a ton. Tell me when it's time to sack a manager. Guys, when is it time to call? It It's what it is. When is it time to actually call out the bullshit? Pep Guardiola did this in the 4-peat season, now he's doing it again. But this time he doesn't have to prime De Bruyne. This time, he didn't have to. You get the point. This time he doesn't have the De Bruyne that he had back then. This time he doesn't have Oscar Bob to carry his ass in games like Aston Villa, where he was actually the best player when he came on. Against Newcastle, where he scored that wonderful goal. This time Foden is not performing to the level. This time he doesn't have Rodri to carry his ass, so congratulations, Pep Guardiola. I look forward to spending another 300 million with you. And I hope to fucking God you actually spend it. And I hope you chase out the fucking dog shit players. I don't give a fuck how good they were in the past. I'll see you guys on the next one.